Hello everyone. The roar of a lion echoes through the dark night on the savannah, signaling danger as a series of attacks have caused serious losses to both people and property. The question is hunting the only option, or do we need a more balanced and sustainable solution? Leave a comment with the number 1 and keep watching the video to find out the real danger posed by invasive species. In the remote mountainous regions of Botswana, small communities living on the edge of the forest face a silent terror from the growing presence of predatory animals. In 2023 alone, Botswana recorded over 50 incidents of lions attacking livestock, resulting in damages estimated at $40,000. Even more concerning, 3 confirmed attacks on humans have also occurred, though fortunately, all villagers escaped unharmed, and no one was injured by the invasive predators. When lions stray from their natural territories, can humans truly coexist with them? Or are they forced to choose between confrontation and survival? Why are lions approaching human settlements in the first place? In Botswana, climate change, deforestation, and the decline of natural prey have driven lions out of the highlands and into lowland communities. With few options left, these silent predators have grown bolder, launching attacks under the cover of night. According to conservationists, it is the very changes humans have made to the ecosystem that have left these invasive predators with nowhere else to go. Faced with the rise of invasive predators, lion hunting has become a necessary option in Botswana. However, the government does not permit mass hunting. Each hunting permit must be accompanied by an environmental assessment to determine the level of threat. Hunters use high-caliber rifles ranging from .220 to .275, equipped with 3.28-foot optical scopes, allowing them to maintain a safe distance of 160.4 to 328 feet, far enough to avoid surprise attacks, especially from leopards. A precise shot ensures a humane takedown. But the question remains, does this truly reduce the threat? Or is it merely a temporary solution to a deeper, systemic issue?
Congratulations. Thank you. Well done. Thank you, Ricky.
Each lion hunting permit in Botswana costs between $1,000 and $3,000 and comes with mandatory training on conservation ethics and firearm use. Failure to report a hunt can result in the permanent revocation of the hunter's license. According to a 2023 report, Botswana will issue up to 80 leopard hunting permits to help control population levels without disrupting the ecological balance. Comment 1 if you think this information needs more detail. Have you ever been lion hunting? If yes, comment 2. If not, comment 5. To reduce reliance on lion hunting, locals have been guided to build tall electric fences and install motion sensor lights around their living areas. In addition, night patrols equipped with flashlights and loud whistles have been organized to detect and scare off lions from a distance. According to a survey by the Botswana Department of Wildlife Conservation, after these measures were implemented, mountain lion attacks dropped by nearly 30% in just 1 year. Furthermore, One of the long-term strategies is community education. In Botswana, training sessions are held to teach residents how to recognize signs, understand movement patterns, and avoid encounters with lions. People are taught to identify droppings, track prints, and use fire or loud noises as protective measures. While some believe that hunting leopards is necessary, many conservationists strongly oppose it. They argue that even regulated hunting poses a serious risk to a declining species, with estimates suggesting there are fewer than 350 lions left in Botswana. As an alternative, they propose birth control methods to manage the predator population more humanely. What do you think is the most effective solution? We have the right to protect our lives, but have we forgotten that nature, too, has the right to exist? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Hit the subscribe button to stay updated on the latest developments in Botswana. Welcome to the next episode. The wild boar population in Spain has surged, posing a threat to suburban areas. Authorities are warning residents to keep their distance, as incidents involving wild boars continue to rise. Just last year, over 200 cases were reported in Barcelona alone. The pandemic has worsened the issue, with lockdowns pushing boars into quieter urban areas. Tell us what you think about the wild boar problem in Spain. Leave a comment with the number 1 if you believe stronger measures are needed to control them. Investigations have revealed numerous cases of wild boars attacking humans, with some even targeting police officers, and efforts to drive them away have been unsuccessful. With the wild boar population in Spain expected to exceed 2 million by 2023, many are questioning whether it's time to implement more effective measures to manage this growing threat. To prevent further attacks, the Spanish government has employed wire traps as a common method to control the increasing wild boar population. These traps are particularly effective when strategically placed near agricultural areas, forest edges, or locations with an abundance of food sources. Installing these traps requires patience from hunters, who set the traps and wait for the wild boars to get caught. Only about 1,500 traps are allowed to be installed in the Catalonia region, where wild boars are most active. Data from the Spanish Hunting Institute shows that this method has been effective in controlling the wild boar population in Catalonia. Over 4,000 wild boars were caught using wire traps within a year, resulting in a reduction of wild boar attacks on residential areas. The traps are regularly checked to ensure they do not harm non-target animals and remain effective in capturing wild boars. Wild boar traps are typically set during the summer, especially from June to August, when wild boars are actively searching for food to store fat. This is when wild boars are most active and aggressive, so hunters need to be especially cautious and maintain a safe distance when dealing with them. Setting these traps requires patience, as it can take anywhere from 2 hours to a week for the wild boars to trigger the traps. However, hunters need to regularly check the traps to ensure they are properly triggered. To hunt legally, hunters must obtain a permit from local authorities after completing a mandatory course. In some regions, like Castilla-La Mancha, more than 50,000 permits are issued annually, ensuring that hunters are well prepared to responsibly manage the wild boar population and protect the environment. Have you ever used this wild boar trapping method? If yes, leave a comment with the number 2. If no, leave a comment with the number 5. Wild boar hunting during the winter in Spain is a tense and crucial activity in regions like Catalonia and Castilla-La Mancha. Hunters use Winchester .308 rifles to target wild boars at distances of up to 200 yards. These areas see hundreds of wild boars being taken down each winter, with more than 5,000 boars hunted in some regions during a single season. The snow-covered terrain makes tracking and moving through dense forests particularly challenging. Hunters must stay focused and use physical endurance to move efficiently through the terrain. Wild boars are more aggressive in the winter, making safety a major concern for hunters. Hunters are responsible for accurately reporting their findings. By identifying tracks, they can determine the age of the wild boars, which helps in tracking population trends. For instance, if a hunter reports a 3-year-old wild boar, this provides valuable data to understand the age distribution of wild boars in the area. These reports are crucial for developing better solutions and creating new countermeasures. The government has intervened to allow hunters to play a key role in controlling the wild boar population. This strategy has sparked some controversy. What do you think about these methods? Do you have any alternative ideas for addressing this issue? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. These approaches have been quite effective in preventing the spread of some invasive species. Do you have any ideas for better solutions? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments so we can all discuss. Thank you for staying and watching the entire video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to tell your friends about us so they can watch too. Goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video.
Hello everyone. In South Carolina, over 9 million wild boars have wreaked havoc on farms, inflicting significant damage on the agricultural industry, with losses estimated at $12.6 million. How the farmers fought back against this overwhelming invasion of wild boars? Comment 1 to share your excitement and explore the solutions in this video. On the afternoon of June 15, 2023, a herd of 50 to 100 wild boars invaded an unharvested wheat field, devastating over 100 hectares of crops. According to local residents, the wild boars gnawed and trampled the wheat plants, completely destroying the field and rendering it impossible to harvest. This incident caused substantial losses for farmers in South Carolina, highlighting the severe impact of wild boar invasions. Hunters are required to strictly follow government regulations to obtain a hunting license. This includes being in good physical health to navigate difficult terrains and having vision that meets specific standards, typically 20/20, to accurately spot wild boars from a distance of 308 feet. Adhering to these regulations not only ensures the safety of hunters but also plays a crucial role in protecting the environment and maintaining wildlife balance. In South Carolina, the wild boar hunting season begins on July 1 and continues through February 28 each year across the state. In certain designated areas, as specified in the permit, the season may be extended into March and April, providing additional opportunities for hunters to manage the growing wild boar population. In this region, the hunting season may change from year to year, so hunters should always verify the latest information with the South Carolina Wildlife Management Agency. During autumn and winter, wild boar activity intensifies as they forage to build food reserves for the colder months. This is also their peak breeding season, and hunting licenses strictly prohibit hunting during this time. Violators face severe penalties, ensuring the protection of the species during this critical period. Hunting wild boars is a risky endeavor due to their aggressive behavior, which can result in serious injuries. Hunting in groups significantly improves safety, as team members can work together, coordinate strategies, and provide immediate assistance in emergencies, such as offering first aid if someone is injured during a wild boar attack. Additionally, group hunting boosts efficiency by dividing the task of locating wild boar hideouts among team members. Hunters must come well prepared with essential gear, such as firearms, ammunition, first aid kits, GPS devices, and communication tools. It's also crucial to review local regulations and carry the required permits to ensure legal compliance and a safe, organized hunting experience. In South Carolina, the temperate climate can quickly shift to harsh conditions, particularly during fall and winter, creating significant challenges for hunters pursuing wild boars. Sudden hot weather can increase the risk of dehydration and heat stroke, affecting both hunters' health and their ability to stay focused. Preparing for unpredictable weather is essential to ensure a safe and successful hunt. To tackle these challenges, hunters must be well prepared with essentials like drinking water, energy-rich food, protective clothing, and medical kits. Additionally, the use of drones has revolutionized wild boar hunting, offering significant advantages. Drones provide a bird's-eye view, allowing hunters to detect and monitor wild boar movements more effectively, especially in complex or densely forested terrain, enhancing both efficiency and safety during hunts. Secondly, drones equipped with high-quality cameras can capture clear images and videos, even in low light or adverse weather conditions, making it easier to pinpoint wild boar locations accurately. Thirdly, drones save hunters significant time and effort compared to traditional tracking methods. while reducing the risk of accidents associated with navigating through dense forests or rough terrain. Sandra Jun embarked on her first wild boar hunt in South Carolina, demonstrating great enthusiasm and determination. The hunt unfolded in a densely wooded forest, where Sandra stayed focused and energetic. However, the wild boar's constant movement out of range made the hunt particularly challenging. Despite the obstacles, the experience was immensely enjoyable. Sandra's positivity and sense of humor uplifted the entire team, and she expressed her commitment to learning and improving, aiming for greater success in future hunts. Wild boar hunting in South Carolina is growing in popularity, with an increasing number of women taking part. However, some conservative communities remain opposed to women participating in hunting, citing traditional and cultural beliefs. They argue that hunting is a physically demanding activity suited for men, expressing concerns that women's involvement might challenge traditional male roles within families and society. However, supporters maintain that women have every right to pursue activities they are passionate about, including hunting. They argue that women's participation promotes gender equality, challenges outdated stereotypes, and fosters a more diverse and inclusive hunting community, benefiting the activity as a whole. Does women's participation enhance the hunting experience and promote gender equality? This question holds significance as societal views on women's roles in traditionally male-dominated activities, like hunting, continue to evolve. If you support women's involvement in hunting, drop a comment with the number 1 and join the conversation. The hunt was a success for the hunter, who, with strong teamwork, managed to take down 5 wild boars, each weighing approximately 88 ounces. This achievement brought a sense of accomplishment and excitement to the group, fulfilling their desire for the thrill of the hunt. The smooth coordination and effective communication among team members were key factors in ensuring this positive outcome. When hunting wild boars in South Carolina, it's essential to stick to areas specified in your hunting license, such as designated hunting grounds, national forests, and conservation zones. These areas are carefully chosen to keep hunting activities away from residential neighborhoods, reducing noise disturbances for local residents. However, the use of firearms remains a point of contention, as many people oppose it due to the loud noises that can disrupt the lives of other animals and the surrounding ecosystem. Therefore, choosing hunting areas far from residential zones and strictly following hunting regulations helps balance the needs of hunters with environmental conservation. If you support firearm hunting in South Carolina, don't forget to hit the like button. If you enjoy our content, share it to show your support for women participating in wild boar hunting. Thank you for watching the entire video, and stay tuned for more exciting content ahead. Hi everyone! Florida, a state in the eastern United States, is grappling with a significant challenge to its agriculture and local communities: the invasion of wild monkeys. What strategies have Florida's farmers employed to mitigate the damage caused by these primates? If you're excited to dive into this topic, drop a comment with the number 1 to show your enthusiasm. These monkeys are causing extensive damage to Florida's agriculture, with losses estimated at approximately $75 million annually. Additionally, their aggressive behavior and potential to attack humans present a serious threat to local communities, raising concerns about safety and coexistence. To address this situation, several measures have been implemented, including shooting wild monkeys, which has become a common method carried out by licensed hunters in Florida. This approach involves using appropriate hunting equipment to control the monkey population. However, hunters are required to strictly comply with Florida's state hunting regulations to ensure ethical practices and legal adherence. Hunters often use fruits as bait to attract monkeys, making it easier to locate and manage them. Shooting wild monkeys is considered one of the most effective methods for controlling their population. According to a report from the Florida Department of Natural Resources and Environment, approximately 10,000 wild monkeys are shot annually. However, this method remains ethically controversial. While it is the most commonly used approach in Florida for population control, it continues to spark significant debate over its moral and environmental implications. Some argue that this method is inhumane and unjustified, especially given the intelligence and strong social bonds of wild monkeys. On the other hand, proponents believe it is the most effective way to manage the invasive monkey population and mitigate the damage they cause. Striking a balance between controlling the population and addressing ethical concerns remains a significant challenge. Continued research and open discussions about alternative, humane control measures could help shape the future of wild monkey management in Florida. This demonstrates how individuals and communities can adopt natural solutions to tackle complex agricultural challenges while preserving the environment. This thoughtful approach not only fosters a favorable environment for agriculture, but also helps maintain plant diversity and supports the well-being of wild monkeys in their natural habitat. By blending agricultural innovation with environmental respect, we can create a sustainable balance where both humans and nature thrive in harmony. Trained dogs have become an effective tool for deterring and driving away monkeys, offering protection to both agricultural fields and urban areas. Monkeys naturally fear dogs, and the presence of just a few is often enough to keep them at a distance. This approach allows for controlling monkey populations without causing them significant harm, showcasing how humans can implement creative, humane solutions for wildlife management while preserving ecological balance. The use of cage traps is a systematic and effective method for managing wild monkey populations. Common types of traps include net traps, box traps, and burrow traps, all designed for the safe and humane capture of monkeys. These traps enable the controlled collection of wild monkeys without causing them harm or distress. This method prioritizes ethical practices, ensuring that the monkey's health is not compromised during the capture process, making it a responsible and humane solution for wildlife management. After capture, the care of wild monkeys becomes a critical step. Health checks and vaccinations are necessary to ensure they are free from infectious diseases and pose no risk to other animals or humans. Providing adequate food and creating a habitat that closely resembles their natural environment is also essential. Equally important is selecting a release area that supports their natural living needs, helping to preserve their habitat and ensuring their successful reintegration into the wild, fostering a sustainable coexistence. This approach helps preserve the natural habitat of wild monkeys and ensures that they have the opportunity to live freely and reintegrate effectively into the wild. Using cage traps and caring for monkeys in other areas is an effective and humane way to manage wild monkey populations. However, successful implementation relies on strong coordination between authorities, farmers, and the community. This collaboration is essential to ensure that managing the wild monkey population not only safeguards the environment, but also promotes safety and sustainable coexistence for both humans and monkeys. Have you ever come across a wild monkey? What actions did you take to handle the situation? Share your experience in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more insightful videos.